Hey, Aaron. Yeah, I see you made it. Yeah, you're the first one. You're always the first one, somewhat. uh, yeah. I was on Eric Radio's live the whole time. I'm like, man. I'm like, I don't know how he does it, but he just he just sits there and and see what people are doing, and at the Las Vegas sign and all that, But he has a fun time, He always makes fun and makes it fun, and yeah. Um, so and Marcy made an appearance. Marcy Pocus. Um, um, yeah, she was driving with her cousin. Um, so they've been in Vegas, you know, you know, you know, for the past few days. So Eric Rader was happy to see them, and yeah, um, yeah. Um, 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 but yeah. Um, yeah, I haven't been in Vegas in about 7 years. So you know, you know, I would love to go back, but right now, you know, me and my parents are struggling with money, so we don't have the money to, gamble and all that stuff. So we're just waiting until we have enough money to travel and go to Vegas and maybe stay there for maybe a few days, or whatever, how long we stay, you know. But I do love Vegas, I really do. But the weather, it's not my type of taste. I hate the heat. I do love the cold weather, and that's why here in Culver City, California, where I'm at, it's cooler weather, and it's right. It's just right. 60, 70 degree weather. So but but you know that's how it is in other places. The weather is different. You know, it's hot. It's hot in one state. It's hot in another one, and cooler in another part of the state. You know, So, but you know how that is. But I know. Uh, I know. Miss Diva was planning on joining, but it's late for her on the East Coast. So I told her, to see the replay once it's over. So it'll probably be tomorrow. So she'll be able to see the replay for when she wakes up and all that. So that'll be tomorrow. Um um so but anyways, I don't know if anyone else will join, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's nine p.m. here, and it's midnight in on the East Coast. So you know, so I don't know who'll be joining or what. So um um I see a second viewer, but I don't know who it is. Um Maybe just people jumping around, live stream to live stream to see who's live and all that, and if you don't like what I do and all that, why be here? Why be here? So um, but uh, but you know um, but anyways, by the way, did you see? that dog that Eric Rader had on his stream. Oh man, that dog was peeing all over his bag. I'm like, oh man. Eric Rader has a way with dogs. uh, I mean, it was funny. I mean, it was funny. I mean, if it was my dog, I would be like, don't be on that dog and all that. But I'm a cat lover. I love cats, and I have my Russian blue cat Shadow that I have in the living room. And all that stuff. So my parents have her and all that stuff. She's sleeping. Um, and 16. She's 16 now, and man. But I mean, I do love dogs, but and my family has had dogs. My cousins have had dogs. My brother had a dog once. Um, you know, they're a handful. With having dogs, but yeah, when it's somebody's dog that was where Eric Ritter was. He didn't want to be rude and all that stuff, and he's not that type of person that wants to be a rude person to a dog and all that, and all that stuff. So I'm happy he was being nice to the dog and all that stuff, and 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 yeah. So, but it was funny seeing the dog pee on on his bag. I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh man. Uh, uh, these songs. I mean, um, that's how dogs are. They, be wherever they want to do it. They you have to go sometime. And that's what dogs do. They go anywhere. you know, so um, but yeah, but yeah, that was funny. That was funny. Oh, and by the way, also on Eric Rader's live recap, uh, did you see that family with all the blue shirts on? Did you see that? Probably Aaron was in was. Oh, Aaron, it's no problem. I mean, I mean, it's always there to have any mod that is able to help. And you're one of them. So, you know, so so you're definitely one. You're definitely part of the mod family with all the rest of the other mods. Um, so, but yeah. So, but back to what I was saying. The people in the blue shirts, the family in the blue shirts that was having the photos done. You know, it reminded me of if you remember that TV series. I used to see it. Back when it was on the air. But Modern Family, it reminded me of that a little bit, like the TV series Modern Family. I mean, with different families and all that stuff. You know, you know, um, how that is. Um, but um, but yeah, it reminded me of that with that type of family with a whole big group. Um, but but yeah, it's a funny series. I mean, it's funny. I haven't seen it in a while. I know it's on DVD and it's on demand and on streaming platforms. That I have. I have a lot. I have Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus. I have yeah, I said yeah, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus. I have Netflix. I have TV. I have Paramount Plus. I have all different types of platforms that have TV series and movies and all that stuff. Documentaries. You know, but hopefully Modern Family will be a part of those platforms. At some point. Um, for everyone to see all the seasons. Um, um, and 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 you know, um, but yeah, so um, but yeah, I have like all the streaming platforms, even Peacock TV. I even have that for all the streaming platforms that I have. Um, yeah, HBO Max. You know, if I want to put on a movie that is not on anywhere except HBO Max and not Netflix, since they remove movies at the end of the month, and they add other movies and stuff. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard when you have your favorite movies that you love or TV series. Oh, hey, Anthony. Yeah, I saw you. I saw you in Eric Raiders live. Did you see that dog? I'm like, oh my goodness, that dog was peeing on Eric Rader's bag. I hope you saw that, Anthony. I don't know if you were there. You might have been late. From the you might have been late. You might have been late from um you might have been late seeing that, but if you go back and see his replay, oh, you will have a laugh. uh I mean man, that those dogs, two dogs, there was two dogs, they look like little poodles. um but yeah, oh man. Oh, and also there was a mariachi band, and I even told Eric Rader, why is he singing Elvis songs? Oh yeah, tell me about it, Anthony. I was telling Eric Rader, why don't you tell the band if they knew no Elvis Presley songs so he could sing along? It'll be a different type of way of singing Presley, but he didn't think that was a bad idea. He thought it was a good idea, but they left anyways, so it was too late for that. And when you hear Eric Rader do Elvis, oh man, you will hear him sing his songs. Um, oh man, but yeah, so uh, but yeah, so yeah, but yeah, so oh, Anthony. By the way, since you're here, yeah, he does. He does. By the way, since you weren't here earlier this afternoon, Aaron was here, but you weren't. I'm planning on doing some panels. Next Wednesday. Not this Wednesday. Next Wednesday. You know. You know. So, um, if you would like to join in the chat, I mean, I mean, if you would like to join in and participate in the chat, that would be nice. I mean, if you don't want to be on camera and all that and all that, I don't know how you are with that type of thing, but if you're a shy person or any of that, but yeah, I'm planning on doing my first panel, um, and it'll be fun. But I don't know who will be joining at that time. So um, but it'll be at 4 p.m. California time. Here in Palm Beach City, it'll be 4 p.m. my time. I don't know what you're doing at that time. If you're at work or out doing errands or whatever you're doing, but if you're able to stop in, that would be nice. But yeah, so yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, but but yeah. So we'll have to see who joins. I mean, lately, since I did my live stream yesterday through Restream, I only had Anthony. I had you. You were there. I know, you were there, and also Bilf was there. Seal Bilf was there with you. So um, so yeah, and then today I did another did a live stream on StreamYard, and Aaron was the only one that was here. You know, and all that. And he was able to help out and all that. Um, you know, um, and but yeah, and then the one I'm on now is you and Aaron. So I don't know, where what everyone's doing. They're probably in bed, since it's midnight. Almost 12:30 for them. In New York or the East Coast. Um, you know, so, um, but yeah. So, watch to see what happens on the day I do my panel. So, um, so we'll have to wait on that. So, um, but anyways, um, 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 anyways, let me think of something. Um, yeah, when I do my panels, do my panel on next Wednesday, see who's around, and see who's available. Um, I might talk with a few uh people that I know on Facebook that I'm friends with. That there's one of my mods that's not here, but he's uh always been here. She's always been here. Um, and I'm her mod also. Is Tip 420. So I'm friends with her on Facebook, and I'll be able to see if she would love to join in my first panel and maybe join in. So maybe I might talk with her on Facebook since I have her as a friend and DM her. So, um, yeah. So I might do that, and yeah, she's a really nice lady. She's really nice. I've known her from the Mental Health Matters YouTube and all that stuff. So I've known her for a while. Um, so it'll be nice to have her join. Um, if she's available. I don't know what she's doing, but I'll see if she's available. Um, but um, um, so yeah. Um, but yeah. So, but anyways, um, now we have 22 minutes. That we've been live. Um, Let me think. Uh, oh, by the way, since I am not planning anything for the 4th of July, I'm just planning on relaxing and resting at home with my parents and all that stuff, and just relax. I mean, there might be fireworks in the area, in the neighborhoods and all that stuff, but you know, you know, but I, um, um, well, here's the thing. So I don't know if you heard, Anthony. I don't know if you heard. Uh, well, what I heard in the news, I just found this out earlier this afternoon that California is not, doing well with fireworks. Uh, oh wow. Um, that's really that sucks. Anthony. Um, um, they're planning on not doing fireworks this year. And like the Rose Bowl. I don't know about like the theme parks or any of that stuff, or Dodger Stadium or any of that stuff. I don't know if they're planning on doing anything or what, but but um but they're but a lot of the cities, even my town in Culver City, where I'm at in California, they've been doing drone shows. Now, let me tell you exactly what a drone show is. It's where you take a drone, and I don't know how these people do it, but they make different designs of like things that involve the 4th of July. Like, let's say the flag, for instance, or like a firework of some sort that's made out of a drone, out of the light drones. So um so yeah, they are planning on doing that, since fireworks have been a little bit dangerous over the years, and and people are being killed, and people are you know not doing the right thing with fireworks and stuff. They're being stupid, as people are doing. So um but I know of people that have fireworks in their homes. They probably would do it anyways. Um, Being like how they are. Um, but 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 in towns in California, even in my town, we're doing the drone shows, and and the drones are doing the light shows with all the different designs of things that involve the 4th of July. So that's what they're doing through the drone, and 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 I've seen photos of it from people that I'm friends with on Facebook that live in Culver City, where I'm at, and and they do a good job. Like, they do a good job with setting it up and all that, and I'll say this: it's way better than doing fireworks. Yeah, yeah. Uh, um, I mean, you know, you know, you know, But here's the thing. Now here's where it's interesting. Is they're not doing the shows until the day after the 4th. So it'll be the 5th of July that they'll be doing it. Instead of it being on the 4th, they'll be doing it on the 5th. And the people that want to do like their own fireworks and whatever, that's on them, but the ones that are doing the drone shows, they're doing that on the 5th of July. But like for the Rose Bowl or like Disneyland or the theme parks or Dodger Stadium or anywhere. Oh, really? Oh, I have to look that up on Google after this. After this, I have to look on Google after this, and YouTube. Obviously, YouTube has videos on that too. So I'll look at that after this. So yeah, I've never been to Hawaii, but I do want to visit. I do want to visit. I've never been, but I do want to visit sometime. Um, but yeah, I have to look at that after the live. Um, um, yeah. So yeah, must be really bad. Um, but yeah. Um, uh, uh, but yeah. Yeah, I didn't hear about the what happened in Hawaii about the fireworks, so that'll be interesting to see. So yeah, yeah, you know, yeah. So um, but yeah, yeah. So um, but yeah, yeah. Yeah. It feels like fireworks are starting to be a lot more dangerous than what it used to be back in our lifetime. And all that stuff. I mean, nowadays it's like people are being stupid and they don't know what the hell they're doing with how they are lining up fireworks or the sparklers or those things that you light up on the street and they're like you know oh dang oh dang yeah 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 fireworks are not what they used to be and people using them, if they're adults or kids or just young adults, they don't know what the hell they're doing. With all the fireworks stuff. It's not how professional it is for the ones that know how to do it. Like the people that do it at like theme parks or at like baseball games or football games or 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 any of that stuff. It's just not the same as it was back then. It's not how it was back then. Back then, we know what we were doing, but nowadays, we're in 2025. We're not like in let's say 19. Let's say in the 1950s. Let's say 50s, 60s, whatever. It's not like how it was back then, where where you know you know how all that was and how people did it. You know, but yeah, it's starting to lose a lot of lives. Like Aaron was saying, it's starting to lose a lot of people with fireworks. Um, it's just at the point where it's just at the point where it feels like, well, we all know that the light drones, will be the new next best thing. You know, besides having fireworks, and all that stuff. You know, um, yeah. So, um, but yeah, I think fireworks will be no more by the time I'm old. I mean, I'm only 38, so by the time it's like 20, like, let's say 20, uh let's say 20, 20, 60 or 2050 or whatever, I'll be in my old life. I'll be in my old life. I'll be in my, like, 70s, 60s, 70s, you know you know so, you know by then by then, it will just be new technology with how they celebrate the 4th of July and how everything will be. You know, I'll be like telling everyone in my old life. I can see it right now in my old life in my 60s or 70s. I'm like, back in my day, there were fireworks and people lost their lives, and it went pretty badly. You know, you know, you know. It's it's just horrible. It's just horrible. It's horrible how people are losing their lives with fireworks. You know, I'm like, dang it. You know, uh, I'm like, I'm like, for me personally. Now, this is what I've done and what my family has done. We've only done. My parents were only allowed to have me and my brother is to use the sparklers. The ones that you just hold and fling around and you know, you know. But like the things that you light up and it's like those things. My mom was like, "You're not doing that. You're too young. You're not doing that." And yeah, so my mom didn't want me to do that. My dad didn't want me to do that, and she told my brother the same thing. So we were lucky to only have the sparklers than anything else than there was. So um so 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 at least I wasn't me and my brother were not like dumb enough to like you know blow off fireworks in our neighborhood and buy illegal ones and all that stuff. We weren't that type of people. I wasn't even old enough, and my brother wasn't even old enough. Um, so, but yeah, but but yeah, but nowadays with fireworks, it's just not the same. It's just it's just people losing their lives one day after another. You know, and then you know it's like losing a family member from a firework or any fireworks, and even whatever how old they were, you know, that's losing their life. By the way, it was a blooming spinner. The one I lit in my garage, it spun on the floor and smoke. The whole garage was filled with smoke. I tried to cover it with my shoe, but it just burned through my. Oh man. Oh man. Wow. Yeah, you see how that is. You see how that went. You see how everything was. Yeah, I bet, Anthony. I bet. I mean, I mean, how about your dad? How was your dad in all of that? And how was your dad with how what you did and all that? You know, what happened? Was he upset also? Yeah, yeah. It was better not to anyways. So you did the right thing. You know, not to light up fireworks. Yeah. So, but yeah, if your dad was pissed off, then oh boy, it would have been more worse. It would have been more worse for you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you right now. It would be really bad. Whoop. See, you see what I mean? You see what I mean? Your dad took away the fireworks, and you're not allowed to do them anymore. So, yeah, yep. That's how it's supposed to be nowadays. Is if you if like anyone's kid, if they're young or they're teens or they're like young adults, you know, let's have the parents take the fireworks away from them. That's all you need to do. It's not for them to light the fireworks. The adults that are older than they are the ones that are allowed to do it since they know how to do it back when they were young. So so but I have to tell you, I have to tell you is is that fireworks will not be a thing anymore. It will just be more technology, more like drone light shows, maybe some new ideas that will happen. Later in years, but you know, you know, it's better that way. It's better to be careful with yourself. Yeah, yeah. I don't know how expensive it is here in California, but I know they probably are expensive here. But like they might be different prices. With the ones that they're selling. You know, and you know, um, you know, um, what how they are and all that stuff. So, um, but yeah, so I think the fireworks are the next things that will have to go. You know, so you know, that's how it has to be. We just have to you know be careful with what we use and all that stuff, and not take our own life. And yeah, so yeah, we just have to stay away from fireworks. you know, so um, but but yeah, so but but yeah, but but yeah, but but yeah. I mean, you know, you know, if we see anything on the news, now I'll say this: if we see anything on the news with fireworks and all that stuff, and more people being hurt and stuff, we all know that it'll be going away. Like the fireworks will not be it will not exist anymore. So and and not be around. So um, you know, it's just it's just too dangerous. It's too dangerous for a lot of young people. Um, you know, you know, and I mean, but yeah, so um, but anyways, yeah, so but yeah, so but yeah, um, so anyways, ow, says it's already um still it's still Monday, but I don't know in other parts of the world it's Tuesday. Um, I know people will probably be at work on Tuesday. Um, and kids are off for the summer. For the ones that don't have school anymore until the next school year, that'll be in August or September. So so um so um yeah. So I don't know what you guys' plans are for tomorrow, but I might take the day off from live streaming. Since I normally do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from when I do my live stream. So I normally do that, and then the next week I do Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. But what I'm planning on doing is this week and next week will be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Since I'm planning on doing my panel for next Wednesday. So yeah, so that's what I'll be planning on doing is this week and next week will be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then the week after that will be Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday will be my schedule for my live streams and all that. So that way I'll be on whatever time I'm on. If I'm on in the afternoon, like at 4, then I'll be on at that time. If I'm on at like 9, yeah, at 9, or something like that, like the time I just went on after Eric Raider, um, then I'll do that. Um, but 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 yeah, I want to do like 2 live streams a day, so that way, you know, I want to do one during the day and one at night, so that way I have more viewers. But but we'll see how everything is. We'll see how everything is. With you know uh we'll see how everything is. With um with 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 how um how the day will be. I'm seeing who's on right now. I mean, I might get off at 10. Um, I'm seeing who's on right now. Uh, I was hoping Pup Boomer will be live, but it looks like she's having a break tonight. So she's probably tired from her live yesterday, no, from last night. So she's probably having the night off. So I'm still staying on, but I'm not leaving yet. Um, but 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 yeah, I was seeing who's live, and uh, the ones that are live right now are so despicable. I don't know if the other one is still live, but the one that's live right now is so despicable, so stupid. I won't say any names, but they're, they're so stupid. This person is so stupid. What he does. Oh man, what a bully. What a stupid bully. What a grown ass bully. Yeah. So, but yeah. So, but 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 yeah. So yeah. And the other thing is I was hoping Tori would be live tonight, but she said she's not being live until Wednesday. So so I don't know what time she'll be live uh on that day. She might be live, you know, at like maybe like 11, maybe. But it just depends on what time she goes live. I mean, I do love Tori and all that, but it's just you know, you know, you know, she needs a time off, from live streaming and be with her son and all that stuff. So yeah, um, so she won't be on until Wednesday. So today she has the night off, and then tomorrow she has the night off. So, um, um, so, um, but, 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 anyways, yeah. So, um, but anyways, yeah. So, um, 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 so, um, but anyways, all right, Anthony. I'll see you. I'll see you tomorrow in Eric Raiders live. I'll see you tomorrow. Um, yeah, since I won't be live tomorrow, so I'll see you tomorrow on his live. So, but yeah, hope you have a nice sleep. Um, 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 but yeah, yeah. So, um, yeah. So, um, yeah. So, um, so, but anyways, I guess you know, I don't have anyone to send you guys to. No one's live right now except for that one horrible person. So, um, uh, let me see again. Yeah, let me see again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Pup Boomer's not live tonight. She's having a break. So, um, I know, she needs a break, from her live streams and all that. So, um, um, so, oh boy, um, oh boy. So, but I'm staying on for like 3 more minutes, and then at 10 I'm heading off. And relax. For the night. So, um, um, but yeah. So, um, yeah, yeah. So I'm staying on until 10. So it's only now I have 2 minutes. 9:58 now. So, um, so I have 2 minutes. So, um, um, but yeah. So, um, But anyways, yeah. So um, I know Aaron will be there on Eric Raiders Live tomorrow. Um, um, you know, at the sign again as he always does. So he'll be on with all of us, but I won't be live, so I won't be live for tomorrow. I'll be live Wednesday, you know, 4 to 9. So it'll be 4 in the afternoon, and then probably 8:30 or 9, depends on how long Eric Rader is on for. And he was on until a little after 9, but that was only like 3 minutes, 3 or 4 minutes anyway. So you know, so so he was only on until that time. Um, so at least I was able to be live. So um um now I have 1 minute till 10, and then I'm off. For the night. Um so I just want to say this. Uh, Everyone that has been here, Anthony, Aaron, my mod, um, everyone that has been here, um, you know, you know, that's always here for me, and on my live and all that, you know, you know, I just want to say I love you all, um, and 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 I'm happy you are part of the YouTube world, and you're part of my life, and you're part of the mod family, and and all my subscribers that have been with me and all that. I'm happy you're here. Um, and and I'm happy that you guys are happy you guys sit around and stay, and I know you all do, and all that, and I'm happy for that. I'm happy. Yeah, definitely, Aaron. Definitely. I'll be on Eric Rader's live tomorrow. If anyone goes live tomorrow and I see you, I would definitely say hi. Um, if anyone's live tomorrow, if you're in any of their chats or whatever, then I'll say hi. But if not, I'll see you on Eric Rader's live. Tomorrow night. So all right. So I guess I'll end my live, and I guess I will see you all on Wednesday. Uh, uh, and I'll see you then. All right. Hope you have an amazing evening, day, wherever you guys are in the world. Uh, and uh, and see you next time. All right. Bye.